All right, welcome back to this episode of Best in the Biz, talking business with student and alumni CNA entrepreneurs. Today's episode, we have Stefan Young. Welcome, Stefan. Thanks for being here.
Hey, thanks for the offer.
Yeah, of course. Owner and operator of Karl's Canteen and Irving Gas Bar in Steamboat Crossing. So, you want to tell us a little bit about your two businesses?
People are not familiar with Steamboat Crossing. Is just outside Steamboat, small town. Steamboat Crossing Irving is a gas station plus convenience store, and Karl's Canteen is a takeout and convenience store as well.
Okay, good stuff. And as I know, they're staples of the community. Hey,
Yeah, for sure. It's small town, but
yeah,
even for a small town, once you go and take a look at it, there's roughly 5 businesses that stretch through Main Street with a population of 1,300 people. So, there is a fair bit of business there in a small community.
yeah, there is.
And we do offer a lot of similar products, but we all have our niche as well, too.
Yeah, it seems like you all work together really nicely as well,
For
right?
sure. It's, a lot of us are all around the same age. Grew up together. We're all
Nice.
local. So try to help each other as much as we can. And I know sometimes, there's somewhat a little bit of competition, but we try to offer stuff and not step on each other's toes. So
Of course,
it's been going well so far.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And like you said, you can't go to the crossing with they're getting a poutine from
Yeah.
Karl's or ice cream from Irving.
Yeah, I know
right?
we're having some issues with our ice cream machine due to COVID. Where the parts are on back order.
Oh no. Okay.
Yeah, we're working on it, getting it ready for spring.
There you go.
Yeah.
Get ready for summer. That's the important thing, eh?
Yeah.
Good stuff. So what's your connection to CNA? What did you study here at CNA?
I came to CNA, I think it was 2005. I started with Grenfell in Corner Brook.
Yep.
And my third year, I ended up getting diagnosed with ulcerative colitis, fairly sick. So I decided to come back, stay home locally, close to, doctors and with my parents at the time. So I ended up doing marketing and human resources. I had enough transfer credits.
Nice.
And I kind of got a bit of, I guess it was more direction from Sylvia Alexander. When she seen my transcript, she said, you should do this, you should do that. So I followed her lead and came into the college here, and I did that. I ended up doing, I think it was, programs at the time might have been 3 years, but I was able to get them done in 2.
Oh wow!
Thanks to my transfer credit from when I was doing business at Grenfell, and I graduated. I think it was 2006 or 2007. I can't remember. Long time.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hey, good stuff though. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like it's a good foundation to have.
Yeah, for
right?
sure.
Yeah.
I enjoyed my time. College was great.
Yeah.
It's a lot different than university life in terms of it's a bit more smaller scale, a bit more personable.
For sure.
You feel more as a student professor relationship. It was a lot closer than it was at university.
Awesome. Glad to hear.
Yep.
So, back to your businesses. Both Karl's and the Steamboat Crossing Irving were already established businesses. So, what do you think some of the advantages and disadvantages of coming in and purchasing these businesses were?
Well, the advantages, I guess, are, like you said, they're staples in the community. So people know the business, they know what they provide, stuff like that. So that made the transition easy. It wasn't like we needed to do major change or stuff like that because, some people don't like change.
Of course, yeah.
We have kind of made some smaller changes in terms of products and services that we do offer. We're trying to do that regularly anyways.
Yeah, keep things fresh.
And like some of the disadvantages are too is like, I shouldn't say disadvantages, but I guess more challenges. You're coming in, you got to deal with all staff. We kept all the staff.
Yep.
So that might have been a big adjustment for them. And you're trying to learn their ticks and their buttons or whatnot. And, and you're trying to implement some of your ideas and your thought, and, trying to cross path them is definitely a bit of a challenge for sure.
Yep.
Also too is like, previous owners, people maybe supported businesses, because of the owner, or there's new owners, they may not have,
Fair enough.
I can't really say that we felt that we've lost customers due to change ownership, but at the end of the day, you don't know everybody in your customer.
That's right. Yeah. And like I said, it businesses are pretty encompassing of all Bay St. George, right?
Yeah,
So
for sure.
it's a pretty wide catchment area.
Yeah, we definitely see customers from, especially you talk about ice cream and stuff,
Yeah.
and, we've seen customers come out from Corner Brook, Clear Lake, or Port
Oh,
Peninsula
wow.
just for an ice cream, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's definitely one of our calling cards, and
No doubt.
so I hope to have it back up and running,
Yeah.
by the spring.
Yeah, the popcorn chicken poutine.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, it's hard to beat that.
Yeah, I'm after having a few myself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Me too, me
Yeah,
too.
they're good.
This is
Yeah,
awesome. So last season, we actually spoke with Arlene Blanchard with Unawig
yeah.
Development Group. Can you talk about your experience a bit there?
Oh, Unawig was great to deal with. When we got into this, the idea of, looking at purchasing the business, um, I've developed a good network anyways from my work with CBDC,
Yep,
and, we would have went with CBDC, but conflict of interest and stuff like
of
that.
course, yeah.
So, based on my network, we knew Unawig, we knew contacts with the BDC, and we knew Unawig's programming and, the opportunity for grant money and stuff like that. We fit the criteria. They made it easy. It was very, we presented our idea. We had to get some work done. We had to get a business evaluation. Once we did all our work, we put it back in Arlene's hands, and, she worked her magic,
Yeah,
got everything completed on our end.
awesome. Where did you get your evaluation done? How to, like, walk me through that process a bit?
So when I guess through their programming, when you purchase a business,
Yep,
obviously the seller gives you a price. So, they want to make sure it's at market value.
yep,
So they provided a list of people that done the business evaluation for them,
yep.
and, we picked one based on their recommendation. He completed a business evaluation. Basically, came back 3 tiers. There's like, this is the value on the best case scenario. This is the value on, like market based,
Yep.
and this is, the valuation based on, worst case thing. So we basically had to fit in with the selling price, and, we had to fit in like in the middle tier,
Okay.
and we fit in there perfect. That was all.
Oh, perfect. Good stuff. It's, yeah, it's a big process, I would imagine,
Yeah,
and
it
there's
took
a
a
lot of moving
lot of
parts,
time. Yeah, like I said, I'm still working full time, so
Yep,
it's definitely a lot of evenings, weekends,
yep.
early mornings.
Yeah, early
You gotta
mornings.
find time somewhere, right?
Yeah, exactly, you gotta fit
Yeah.
it in
Yeah.
somewhere. Hey, Ian here. When I interview entrepreneurs for Best in the Biz, they often talk about the importance of a support network, especially one that includes other business owners. But how do you build that network? Well, you can start right here. Our mentorship program pairs new business owners and budding entrepreneurs with experienced business mentors. Apply today. Visit www.cna.nl.ca/entrepreneurship or email me at entrepreneurship@cna.nl.ca. Contact info in the show notes. Now, back to our episode. So we talked about earlier, like your businesses are one, two, or five.
Yeah.
Can you talk about how vital it is to have these businesses in small communities, in rural communities around? Because that's one of the things we're focusing on here
Yeah.
at CNA and CNA
Yeah.
Entrepreneurship is these community lifestyle businesses. So kind of like the heartbeats of rural
Yeah.
communities.
Well, like we talked about, we are rural. We're a smaller population. We're an aging population, and having these services and products in your community makes a huge difference. Not everybody can travel to places like Stevensville or Corner Brook to do shopping, um, you know, and not everybody has the time to do stuff within during the day. Like, we're open at 10 o'clock. At Karl's Canteen, we offer grocery
Yeah.
items as well. So we do see people come in, that convenience that need products at a certain time. Yes, and with, some restrictions in travel and stuff. If we didn't have these services, then, a lot of customers and our population wouldn't be able to access these products on a regular basis.
Yeah. Could see a little bit of, I guess, immigration or emigration, right?
Yeah,
People moving out a
yeah.
bit more.
And don't get me wrong. A lot of people do travel to Steamville to
Yeah.
do, bigger bulk shopping, but uh, a lot of people try to support within their local community,
That's
and
right.
some items you cannot get in the crossing, so
Yeah.
you do have to go to Steamville.
Yeah.
But we do see is all businesses I feel get a lot of locals.
Yeah. That's great to see. It seems
Yeah,
like a pretty tight knit community,
yeah, it is.
which is really nice. Talking about, barriers or challenges, I would say, for residents of rural communities.
Yeah,
How about challenges for rural businesses?
yeah. Well, there's lots of challenges when it comes to business,
Yeah.
and a lot of times too getting product stock.
Yep.
stuff like that. The smaller stores are kind of shouldn't say put on the bottom of the totem pole, but like if there's limited amount of products available,
Yeah.
they're usually going to the bigger stores, the bigger accounts, stuff like that.
That's right.
When you're dealing with convenience stores and stuff like that, our margins are limited. Uh, you're restricted. Our biggest sales are obviously fuel, tobacco, alcohol,
Yeah.
lottery. Those products are limited what you can sell. Even like products such as pop and chip, stuff like that. So, your margins are a lot smaller than what a bigger store would pay. Um, we don't order enough stock in to get a place like Walmart or
Yeah.
selling products that are $3 or $4 cheaper than what we can sell it for, and a lot of it got to do with their amount of inventory that they order compared
Yeah.
to what we order. So
Bulk
there's
pricing.
definitely some challenges that way.
Yeah.
But you make do with what you have, and you try to look for different products and stuff that you can bring in,
Yep.
and you just go about it day by day.
Yep. That's right. Good. Good. So we talked a lot about the community and how tight knit of community actually is.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So building relationships is obviously crucial.
Yeah.
I know you give back to the community quite a bit.
Yeah.
I mean, growing up, Stefan was my hockey coach.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I know he does give back to the community. How about your business? How do you engage with the community?
Well, we talk to our town council a bit. We talk to the schools. We talk to different groups. We try to not so much limit, but like there's only so much you can give out as well. So you kind of got to try to find a balance in what you give out. Most recently, we sponsor kids playing hockey, AAA hockey. We gave a donation to the school for their turkey dinner. We donated turkey. Stuff for the town. Other groups. The seniors' home and stuff like that. So we're always trying to give out something. Sometimes it's monetary. Sometimes it's gift. Sometimes it's products.
Yep.
Stuff like that. We hold different promotions at the store. Like this Christmas, we partnered with Sweetberry Farms and Black Duck. We bought a couple of their turkey Christmas dinner packages. So
Okay.
you got to draw at each store. Any purchase come in. So we'll draw that this week now, and
Nice.
hopefully 2 families will go away with a turkey dinner and
Yeah, that's big.
everything, all the fixings we take. So
Awesome.
we definitely try to do as much as we can. We do some stuff outside the community. We donate to Rotary. We donate to the Flat Bay Indian bands, stuff like that.
Yep.
So we're definitely trying to, build those relationships and help out as much as we can.
That's right. Yeah, it's a happy balance.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Though it seems like you're very involved.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, what has been your most successful small business moment so far? It doesn't necessarily need to be the most successful, but
Yeah.
I would say the one that you kind of look back on
Yeah.
and say, this was a turning point or something like that.
I don't know if there's been any we've been into it now operating 3 years.
Yeah.
So we're still in the early stages, still in a lot of learning.
Of course,
learning every day. That don't stop.
Yeah.
But being able, like we just talked, being able to give back to the community and stuff like that, I feel like that's our biggest. That's kind of like the biggest moment or good
Yeah.
spot that we've had.
Yeah, one of the most rewarding
Yeah, for
experiences.
sure, right? So if you can help people out, that stuff goes a long way.
Yeah, no doubt. No, that's fantastic. Last question here. What advice would you give an aspiring entrepreneur?
It's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, not gonna sugarcoat it.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
nothing.
Yeah.
There's good days. There's always good days.
course,
There's always bad days.
Yep.
But you got to try to find that balance. And there's, be prepared to work. There's no people say they want to run a business because you work your own hours. Well, it's 24/7.
Yeah.
I've gotten calls at 3 o'clock in the morning. Early mornings. There's a lot to it. But
Yeah.
like I said, you gotta work at it. And every successful business, the entrepreneur behind it working hard, and even businesses that have failed, sometimes it's got nothing to do with work ethic. It's
That's
just
right. Yeah.
so many challenges and stuff to it
Yeah.
compared to, just your normal 9 to 5 job. It's my biggest thing would be, be prepared to work hard.
Yeah.
And like I said, there's going to be ups and downs and waves and all that. And you just got to learn how to.
Awesome. That's good. Yeah, there's definitely ups and downs with it, no matter what business.
Yeah.
Especially,
Yeah.
I mean, rural Newfoundland, Labrador. There's always ups and downs.
Yeah.
So it's kind of the same thing with businesses.
And when we came into it, we bought business we never heard of COVID. We bought it in
Yeah.
2000, basically the end of 2019,
Oh, jeez.
right?
Yeah.
So, like, we bought it in, it was November, I think November 28th, and by the time March hit in 2020, or I'm not sure the years, maybe it was 19,
Yes.
whatever.
2020. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everything was just like, oh my god, like what did we get into?
Yeah.
And ever since COVID, there's always been challenges, especially for small business. Uh, so your pricing,
Yep.
the pricing, inflation,
That's right.
your everything has gone up.
Yeah.
So you now see service like delivery fees that we never had before. Your margins are shrinking and stuff like that. So it was definitely a whirlwind. We're still navigating through COVID. We're not like in terms of maybe the pandemic. Yes, we might be out of it. In terms of small businesses, I know there's a lot of small businesses still trying to navigate those waters.
Yeah.
It's definitely been a bit rocky, but we're getting into year 4 now, and hopefully in the next few years it'll smooth out a bit more, and it'll go forward stronger.
Yep. Awesome. Awesome. Last thing here. Would you like to share your socials or anything like that so the audience can get in touch?
Yeah, we have 2 Facebook pages right now, Karl's Canteen and Steamwell Crossing Irving. You can search them. We're pretty active. We run competitions. I'm a big sports fan. I usually run like Stanley Cup Finals,
Yeah.
like
Super Bowl stuff.
yeah, Super
Yeah.
Bowl
Saw
stuff.
that.
We do try to share our products, new services, and stuff like that. And so if you just want to look them up, Karl's Canteen and Steamwell Crossing.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. Well, thanks for coming on. Really
No problem.
appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So that's a wrap for today's episode, folks. You can find us at www.tna.nl/bestinthebiz. And if you like today's episode, leave a review wherever you're listening to your podcast. Have a great day.